Welcome back to Two Wheel Trends, where we bring you the latest, boldest, and most detailed two-wheeler reviews from around the world. And today, we're diving into something that's stirring up a lot of curiosity and even a bit of controversy. Imagine combining the raw DNA of a superbike with the everyday usability of a scooter. Sounds like a fantasy, right? Well, not anymore. This is the all-new 2025 Honda CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter. Yes, you heard that correctly, a scooter wearing the legendary Fireblade nameplate. This isn't just a rebranding stunt, it's a radical reimagining of what a performance scooter can be. Let's find out if this machine lives up to the legendary lineage it borrows from, or if it's just a flashy experiment. The first thing that hits you when you lay eyes on the CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter is how aggressively styled it is. From the front, it's impossible to mistake it for anything but a sport-derived machine. The LED headlamp setup is razor-sharp, mimicking the angry eyes of the CBR Supersport series. Twin LED DRLs slash through the front fascia, giving it that unmistakable Fireblade face. The windscreen is short but purposeful, leaning forward to add that raked, aerodynamic silhouette. Honda hasn't cut corners on the build quality either. Everything feels tightly put together, from the angular body panels to the flush-mounted indicators. There's a functional front fender that hugs the 14-inch front wheel aggressively, and the sport-style mirrors are well placed, adding a sense of width and confidence to the front profile. It's bold, it's futuristic, and it means business. Swing around to the rear, and the Fireblade DNA continues to shine through. The tail section is perhaps the most striking part of the scooter. It's sharply tapered like a true supersport, with a high-mounted LED tail light that's seamlessly integrated into the tail cowl. The indicators are cleanly tucked away, giving the entire rear a minimalist, race-inspired look. But don't let the sporty tail fool you, with there's practicality here too. A cleverly hidden pillion grab handle folds out of the side panels, and the underseat storage compartment is surprisingly generous for a machine this aggressively styled. It's enough to fit a full-face helmet, a rare convenience for anything remotely performance-oriented. The rear wheel, slightly smaller at 13 inches, is wrapped in a wide radial tire, and you get a centrally mounted, race-style rear monoshock that peeks out just beneath the bodywork. And yes, there's a stylish, side-slung exhaust that looks like it came off a MotoGP pit lane. It's loud, proud, and completely in sync with the Fireblade identity. Now let's talk about the heart of this beast, or should we say, this rebel in disguise. Underneath all that aggressive styling sits a newly engineered 899cc parallel twin engine, a heavily reworked and scooter-optimized variant derived from the Fireblade family. Honda's engineers have tuned it for linear torque and manageable power, delivering around 75 horsepower and 72 newton-meters of torque. That's a serious step up in the scooter world, in numbers that push it well beyond the traditional maxi-scooter category and into uncharted territory. The engine is mated to a CVT transmission, but don't troll your eyes just yet. This isn't your average twist-and-go experience. Honda's new CVT mapping system features selectable drive modes Eco, Street, and Sparta, which radically change the throttle response and power delivery. In sport mode, it mimics gear steps under heavy throttle, giving you a surprisingly visceral ride that feels much more connected and engaging than any scooter transmission to date. The sound is guttural, the pickup is instant, and the delivery is surprisingly aggressive when you want it to be. Despite the performance leanings, Honda hasn't forgotten the real-world usability of a scooter. The CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter is designed to be a practical commuter as much as it is a weekend thrill machine. The seating position strikes a great balance between comfort and control. The wide handlebars, raised footboards, and slightly scooped rider seat offer enough room to sit back and cruise, or lean forward and push when the roads open up. The digital key FD instrument cluster is straight from Honda's sport bike catalog, bright, customizable, and feature-rich. It displays everything from ride modes, real-time fuel economy, traction control status, to even lean angle readings. And yes, it comes with Bluetooth connectivity, turn-by-turn navigation, and even voice control through Honda's Ride View app integration. The scooter is also loaded with safety tech, dual-channel ABS, lean-sensitive traction control, wheelie mitigation, and cornering ABS come standard of features typically reserved for leader-class sport bikes. Now finding their way into a city scooter handling is where this scooter really breaks boundaries. Thanks to the aluminum twin-spar frame and engineering trickle-down from the Fireblade Superbike, the chassis is lightweight, rigid, and very responsive. The 43mm USD front forks and rear gas-charged monoshock offer a ride that's firm but not jarring. Suspension travel is a bit tighter than traditional scooters, but for urban roads and twisty back roads, it's perfect. The 14-inch front and 13-inch rear wheels are wrapped in sticky performance rubber, giving the bike incredible mid-corner grip and sharp turn-in. Brake performance is equally impressive with dual front discs paired with 4-piston calipers and a large rear disc with a 2-piston caliper. Stopping power is abundant and progressive, giving you tons of confidence at high speeds. With a dry weight of just under 190 kilograms, the scooter is light enough to be flickable yet stable enough to cruise at highway speeds comfortably. It's an experience that feels like riding a sport bike but without the weight on your wrists or the pressure on your lower back. When it comes to performance metrics, the 2025 CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter is in a class of its own. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in just under 5 seconds and has a top speed of approximately 170 km/h. That makes it faster than most entry-level sport bikes, and definitely the quickest production scooter Honda has ever made. Fuel economy depends on your riding style. In eco mode, expect up to 28 km/h under steady cruising, while aggressive sport mode riding can bring it down to around 18 to 20 km/h, which is still respectable for a machine putting out this kind of power. The fuel tank capacity is 12 liters, giving you a practical range of 250 to 300 km on a full tank depending on your mode and throttle habits. Now, for many potential buyers, price is the real deciding factor. The 2025 Honda CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter is positioned as a premium niche product, and its pricing reflects that. In the global market, it's expected to launch around the $11,999 mark, while in markets like India and Southeast Asia, localized versions with slightly fewer features could start from around a superscript 19.5 to a superscript 110.5 lakhs ex showroom. It's a bold pricing strategy, but Honda is clearly targeting a very specific customer: riders who want the thrill of a sport bike, the comfort of a scooter, and the attention that only a Fireblade badge can command. For some, it will be a dream come true. For others, it might be over the top. But one thing's for sure, it'll turn heads everywhere it goes. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Honda CBR 900 Fireblade Scooter isn't just a mashup of two different motorcycle genres. It's a declaration that performance and practicality don't have to live in separate worlds. This scooter is wild, loud, purposeful, and absolutely unapologetic about what it is. It's not trying to blend in, it's trying to carve a new category for itself. And in that mission, it mostly succeeds. For riders who want the speed of a sport bike, the ease of city commuting, and a whole lot of attention at every traffic light, this might just be the perfect ride. It's not for everyone, and it doesn't pretend to be, but if it fits your lifestyle, this Fireblade on wheels might just be your next obsession. Thanks for riding with us on Two Wheel Trends. If you enjoyed this review and want more in-depth coverage of the most daring machines on two wheels, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts on the Fireblade Scooter in the comments. Love it, hate it, or want one. We want to hear from you. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and keep chasing the trends.